Something else I like to do when I'm sad is I like to play around with nail polish, non-toxic, of course, and different lip glosses. And this one is actually from Hemp Organics. And I know what you're thinking. You all hear hemp. You think I'm using illicit substances. Um, I'm not gonna say any more on that subject. Y'all can make your own mind up on that. But anyway, I like looking at the names. So this one is actually titled Joy. And a part of me thinks, if you just put on some of this lip gloss, it's actually going to bring joy into your life because it's titled that. I got a lipstick the other day titled Rose Quartz because I love rose quartz. Now it looks like hell on me. Looks like a ghost, you know. And even this color. Well, not sure how I feel about it, but there's joy on me now. You can just sense it. There's one thing I know. It's energy and lip gloss. Okay? Gotta trust me on that one. I have another one. This one's titled Ecstasy. I think that's a little bit extreme. Maybe save that one for a date night or something. I don't know. Anyway, this lighting makes me feel like I am a pumpkin getting ready for the county fair. Truly makes me look orange or pink or something. And I swear, I don't think I'm actually this pink in person. I just don't think the candlelight and, this laptop screen's doing me many favors. I think that color analysis stuff is bullshit for the most part. If I'm being honest with you, I mean, really, I'm not gonna only stick to one palette because some lady told me to. I'm gonna wear whatever the hell I want. And like I said, colors have meaning just like lip glosses do. So you're not gonna tell me that I can't wear teal because it clashes with my skin tone. Because I'm wearing teal for a whole other reason, baby. I'm wearing it because it's the color of healing. All right? But anyway. Even though I think all that is bullshit, I do agree that orange is not my best color. I don't want to be looking like a pumpkin patch. Oh goodness, I'm dropping my lip glosses left and right. You know what else I have here? Some of the ladies may say this is witchcraft, but that is not true. I am doing everything through the Lord, through the angels, so you don't have to worry about that. Don't have to worry for 1 second. I have these tea leaf fortune cards. Now, when I first got these cards, I thought, oh, how fun. I'm going to be telling fortunes and whatnot. Now, let me tell you, some of these fortunes ain't so great. You see, I don't want a fortune telling me I've got legal trouble on the way. Also, I didn't need a fortune to tell me that. I could have just figured that out myself, based on recent actions that I will not mention. Don't want to go giving myself away now. Anyway, so I thought it would be, interesting to see what would come if I just pulled some of these little cards. But man, they are slippery, and I can't even hold them all at once. They're just sliding through my fingers. Look at this. So I'm going to phrase the question because I'm not in the mood for any bad news. I'm going to phrase it like this. What is a blessing that's coming my way soon? Actually, what is a blessing that's coming all of our way soon? So I want everyone to share in the joy, you know? All right. Can we please get a card falling out here? Because nothing's coming and I'm getting a little bit upset. All right. What the heck? Oh, all right. Okay, so you can't, all right, y'all can't see this because it's blurred out. Probably a good thing because it's messy as hell in this room, like a pigsty. This says celebration, fun, and enjoyment. All right, so that is some good news. You never know. You just never know when you pull these tea leaf cards. I'm telling you, some of them are quite scary. What's this one? Apple. See? See what I mean? This one quite literally says, temptation will test you, and it's a picture of an apple. I'm not Eve from the Bible, okay? I'm a follower of the Lord, like I said. So no temptation will be getting me, that's for sure. I actually have a lip gloss that is named Temptation, and I don't even wear it anymore, right? Because I don't play with that. Y'all can trust me to make sure I'm always on the right path. I'm always with God. Anyway, let's get one more card. Oh, my goodness. I got man. And it just says dealings or relationship with a man. Now that's quite vague. Ooh-wee. I sure hope that it's some sweet dealings, not some bad ones. Um, Maybe we'll get a clarifier on that. Oh, good Lord, you're not gonna believe y'all are not gonna believe this. I'm tripping on my own words. I couldn't believe it. Fire, strong emotion, passionate love or hate. My goodness. Getting those two cards paired together, y'all don't need an interpreter for that. I think y'all know sure as hell what that means. My goodness, we got celebration, temptation, a man, and passionate fire or hate. Sounds like a good time to me. I don't know about y'all, but I'm curious to see what'll happen. Oh, oh my goodness. I wasn't even going to pull another card, but this says you should accept valid criticism. Now, here's where I'm going to stop. I don't want no criticism. I just said I don't feel too good. Why would I want to accept criticism at a time like this? Is this criticism going to come from this man? Because if it is, I understand what that meant about that strong hatred feeling. I don't really like it when people try to argue with me. It's not really my favorite thing. Let me just put these tea leaf cards away, but man, that sure did paint an interesting picture. Anyway, I've been thinking lately, there's a saying, well, not really a saying, it's just the language in Irish, Gaelic, Tabron Earn, and it means sadness is on me. So you don't actually claim ownership over the sadness. You say it's on me, but you don't say I am sad. And I think there is something to that, the words that we use. I'm big on words as we have learned through this entire conversation, right? And I think we should just start speaking like that more, instead of saying I'm not feeling too good, I'm gonna say not feeling too good is on me. Well, that don't make much sense, but y'all know what I mean. Anyway, so I don't really have much else to report on. I've got my candles in the back. I made them myself. They're beeswax and they've got a very fragrant smell. I almost just switched into a different accent there. You know, One time I was in England. I was doing this, study abroad program, and there was another American girl there. She was from Tennessee, I think, but it don't matter. Anyway, there was another American girl there, and I was testing out my British accent because, I'm surrounded by all these Brits. I want to test out my British accent. And this girl's going, "Oh, your British accent sucks. You're not going to fool anyone, yada, yada." And it's like, girl, shut up. Nobody asked you, sister. All right. I'm just having fun. I'm just playing around. I wasn't legitimately trying to be British. Okay. Anyway, there's always going to be a party pooper. There's always going to be someone who doesn't like it when you have fun. Whatever. You know, some days I'm gonna be British, some days I'm gonna be from Long Island, some days I'm gonna have a Boston accent. But deep down to my core, I'm a true Southern lady. My mama always did tell me, "Sally Ann, you are a Southern belle." Um, anyway, I don't want to get too deep into that. My oh my. Yeah, I don't really have much else interesting around here. I'm wearing a shirt right now. It says happy camper, but if we're being real honest, I'm not a happy camper at all. You see, I don't like these mosquitoes and all that. They eat me alive. And people try to claim, oh, it's because you don't have this B vitamin or this or that. Girl, I've tried everything on earth. I could cover my entire body in anti-mosquito repellent, and those mother effers will find me every time. I could be fully clothed and somehow end up with bites under my shirt. They love my blood, and there's nothing I can do about it. Okay? So why would I want to go put myself in an environment where they can have a full feast, a full buffet? You know? I don't really like vampires, especially not when they're ugly and they look like little insects, not like the sexy ones on TV? Anyway, so I'm not a happy camper. Not at all, but I like wearing this shirt because, well, like I said, words matter. And I am wearing my Joy lipstick, so I feel like it just kind of matches. Anyway, I hope y'all have a good night, and I'm just gonna leave y'all to it.